Streaming live, this is News 12 Now. Streaming live, this is News 12 Now.
Good Tuesday afternoon, everyone. Priscilla Borrego. I am working on a story of the power of disconnecting from work. Some of us have experienced workout burnout, and the symptoms can be brutal. You can start feeling like work has consumed you. You can start seeing your family less and less, and your social life kind of deteriorate. And you can also start feeling sickness time and time again because your body simply cannot keep up. The full version of this story for Mind Matters will be airing this Thursday, which is June 1st at 6 p.m. I got the opportunity to speak with Dr. Antwan Butler on the symptoms of burnout, what that looks like, and how to combat that, how to be able to stand up for yourself and prioritize your well-being. I want you to take a look at this because he explains this in a way that is incredibly unique and a way for me and you to be able to understand it. Take a look.
Right, because we need self-care. We need to take care of ourselves first. It's the reason why you get on the airplane, stewardess says, this plane goes down, oxygen mask going to come from the ceiling. You are going to be tempted to put the oxygen mask on your kids and family first, but please don't put it on yourself first, right? Because if you do put it on them first, you might not live long enough to be able to help yourself and other people. So we got to put it on ourselves first, right? And I know that is sounds culturally inappropriate, and sometimes it can seem a bit selfish. I think some selfishness is needed in prioritizing me. Priscilla, there's an interaction that goes on when we talk about boundaries that people may not be aware of. If you ask me to do something and I don't want to do it, right, but I do it anyway because maybe I'm a placater, or maybe I want approval from you, or maybe I just haven't established good boundaries, I do it anyway. Well, what happened in that exchange was when I told you yes, at the same time I told me no. So then I have to ask myself the question, why is it okay to tell Priscilla yes and to tell me no? Right? There may be a deeper conversation that I need to have with myself, because I should be able to tell myself yes as it pertains to taking care of me first. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Culturally that may be inappropriate, but there's nothing wrong with that. I think what's important is people respect who you are. And so our boundaries are just the fence around our morals, our values, and our ethics. Right, and so everybody has the right to have their own morals, values, and ethics, and to be able to draw a line around those things. And so I think when people violate those boundaries, then we have a responsibility to negotiate those relationships that then signifies to me what type of relationship that I probably should have with you. Probably, if it's a person who's violating my boundaries, that probably doesn't need to be an intimate relationship or a relationship where I have some level of vulnerability with. You know, I know we work and we have our jobs and businesses and things like that. So some of these relationships are already outlined, but it's my responsibility to take up for myself, to care for myself. There's people depending on me outside of my job. So if anybody feels comfortable with that, then maybe I need to take some additional steps in making sure that I take care of myself. Nobody deserves that right. We can become addicted to work. I mean, we really can. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't work hard and be diligent, but we really can get to a place where we become addicted to our work. And just like any other addiction, that can have all types of negative consequences. It can affect our relationships. We can start becoming insensitive, and sometimes people can even get to a place to where they prioritize their work over the things in their life that matters the most, right? So one, just for the sake of our relationships, that's important and is healthy. The second thing I'm going to say may be offensive. You talked about that before, but I like to be very honest about this. You know, Priscilla, if I work, that's fine. If I overwork myself, that's not okay. I don't care who says that it is. It's not okay. I don't care how many deadlines that helps to meet, how much money that puts in somebody's bank account. It's not okay for me to overwork myself. I tell people, you are dispensable. At the end of the day, if you overwork yourself, your body is going to give out. If you don't disconnect at appropriate times, your body is going to give out.
Again, you can find this entire full story this Thursday, June 1st at 6 p.m. for your Mind Matters. We'll be going into an even more in-depth look with Dr. Antwan Butler about the side effects, the symptoms of burnout, and how you can combat that. You can find this story at that time on Roku and download our KSLA News 12 app.